We thought we'd finished our compulsory Sharia course, but then we heard we still had to attend night classes at the mosque as well. So too did many shop owners. This is why so many of Raqqa's shops are shut. My friend didn't show up for the lesson. When a Daesh guy demanded to know where he was, we said he was ill. We later heard that they'd raided his home, but he wasn't there. We've now finished the week-long course and have officially re-entered Islam as born-again Muslims. The next day I walked to work with confident strides. A Daesh man stopped me and asked me if I've done my dawn prayers. Yes, of course, but he clearly thought I was lying. Which bit of Quran have you read? I was saved when a woman who wasn't covering her eyes properly walked past. The man rushed over to confront her. I carried on as quickly as I could to the shop where I work. But things got worse when I walked through the door. I was told that 2 men had come to the shop and asked where I was. I started to panic and my hands began to shake. I asked who they were. I don't know, but one of them was carrying a gun. Was I going to be lashed or sent to fight for Daesh on the front line? My first thought was to run away, but I knew they'd soon come after me. I spent the whole day thinking about those 2 men and what might happen, but nobody came to get me. And as soon as the shop closed, I went straight home. What's wrong with you? My mother asked. Why do you look so pale? Mothers spot these sort of things. I had no appetite for dinner. I kept thinking how my mother would react if Daesh came to our home to get me. She kept asking what was worrying me, but I wouldn't say. I didn't want to worry her. I didn't sleep all night, and I don't think my mother did either. In the morning, I left early and headed to the shop to open up. I'd rather they take me away from there than in front of my mother. A tall armed man came in and I thought, this is it. But he smiled and told me not to look so worried. The news wasn't so good about my friend. He'd been sentenced to death for missing the Sharia class. Thankfully, the man in front of me had warned him and he'd run away before Daesh got him. Today has been a really scary day. In the evening I went to visit Muhammad, who is nearer my father's age than mine. We sat down together and I asked him if he could help me deal with the desperate situation we're in. He told me, live your life without considering the present. Imagine you're walking on a rope between 2 mountains. The present is the ground below. Walk straight ahead and focus only on crossing the mountain. Never look down. From now on, I will take his advice and try to keep walking straight ahead until I reach the other mountain. When I get there, the present will be gone.